Hello everyone, this is Highlander from MTG Cardsmith doing another custom Magic the Gathering card review, and today we're reviewing a card by Ashdust, our friend. Our foe. Our friend foe. No, he's not a foe, he's a friend. Okay, what do we got here? We got Rhayne. Fungal Sovereign. He's king of the fungi. Look at this guy. I have a little hard time telling what's going on in this art, to be honest. Is this a head? Is this an eye? This looks a little bit like a human form, but excuse me. Oh, that's embarrassing. Sorry about that. But it's kind of hard to tell what's going on here, to be honest. Anyway, okay, so this guy costs 5, and he's a legendary Fungus Noble. Oh, there we go. That's a nice creature type. Good old Fungus Noble. It's a mythic. That's 3/5. Death Touch and Lifelink. Whenever a non-token creature dies, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Okay. So this is you or the opponent. That's pretty strong. Pay this and tap. Sacrifice X Saplings. Search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to X. Put that card on the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. Okay. Good thing that this is a non-token. Because otherwise you'd be sacrificing these things and you'd be getting them back. Or you'd be, you would just like make more saplings. Okay, so let's talk about Rhayne here. So you probably want to play this guy in like a sacrifice deck, clearly. It's pretty crazy that this guy triggers off of the opponent's creatures dying as well. That's like quite strong. Okay, so this ability right here. Sacrifice X sapling, search your card for a creature card, mana value equal to X, put the card on the battlefield, tapped and shuffle. So basically the way I see this guy playing out is you play him in like your like sacrifice deck. And then you use him to like go get your other like combo pieces, right? You're like, oh, I need a Blood Artist. Sacrifice 2 saplings, get a Blood Artist, right? Or like, oh, I need a free sack outlet. Sacrifice 1 sapling, go get a Viscera Seer. Something like that. So in that sense, this guy's like pretty good. He's a little expensive, so for a sacrifice deck. Usually, but the payoff's like quite high, I guess. Whenever, especially for a sacrifice deck, right? This essentially gives you double sacrifice on all your creatures. So I mean, certainly a very powerful card. This is kind of an interesting idea here. I think sacrificing some number of your saplings to search. I like that you have to sacrifice your saplings here. Otherwise, it's a little too easy. It feels like. So yeah, a pretty neat design. I do have a couple issues with this one. First, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think this should trigger on the opponent's creatures. I know like Blood Artist does, but draining for 1 is a little different than creating a 1/1 green sapling. Because this basically means like if you ever trade with like 2 creatures, you end up with 2 saplings out of the deal. Like that's a lot. That's a lot better than draining for 2. That's like a card. That's like it's almost like drawing a card, right? I mean, there are cards that make 2 saplings. So yeah, I don't think this should trigger on the opponent's creatures. I do like that it's non-token. The other issue I have is you have some no, not that. Why does that keep showing up? You have some formatting issues here. So let me kind of write this card out. Death Touch, Lifelink. So you don't need to capitalize this lifelink here. When you have a list of keywords, you don't the only reason you capitalize the first one is because it's the beginning of a clause. The following keywords do not get capitalized. Let's make sure that Death Touch and Lifelink is in the right order. I think that looks right to me, but let's just find out. Death Touch, Lifelink. Yep, okay, so you got that right. And then there need to be lines between, like line breaks, empty lines between all these clauses. So that new line, this, right? And then, so Death Touch Lifelink, line, whenever, and I'm gonna do my version of it, just because I can. Whenever a this also triggers on himself, by the way. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 green. And to be honest, okay. This guy is a fungal sovereign, right? Why is he making saprolings? That's kind of another weird thing. A saproling. Let's take a look here. Okay, saproling. Is there a saproling token? Can we find a saproling token? I guess these are kind of fungal looking. Thalids herd saprolings. Oh, they herd the saprolings. I see. Aren't there fungus tokens, or am I just making that up? Maybe I'm just making this up. Let's just look for fungus. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this guy makes a saproling. Okay, thalids. That's kind of what I was looking for. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I take it back. I guess saprolings are fungi, or at least fungi tend to make saprolings. For some reason, I thought that they were like fungus tokens, but no, I guess not. Okay. Never mind. You win this round. All right. So 1/1 green saproling, and then saproling needs to be capitalized. Creature token, because that's the name of the card. And then line, and then here when you're doing the cost, you do 1 black, green, comma, tap, comma, sacrifice X saprolings capital. Search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to X. Put that card onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Okay, I like that it comes in tapped as well. Another thing you could do is you could make the sorcery speed. That would be another way you could do it. This is stronger because it means that like you can kind of keep your mana up, and then if you know things kind of go your way, you can end a turn, sacrifice things, and go get something. Sorcery speed doesn't quite work that way, and you can't leave this guy up as a blocker. So you know he's a strong blocker for sure. So anyway, yeah. So there's a couple formatting issues. The capitalization here, the capitalization on saproling, and the cost here. You gotta have a comma there and a capital saproling there. Plus these lines. So there's a few issues there. I'm not going to take too many points off for the art here, but it looks a little weird. This guy doesn't quite look like a fungal sovereign to me. He looks like a dude that died and got covered by mushrooms or something. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, I think the design of this is actually pretty interesting. It's not like super novel. I mean, we've seen plenty of sacrifice outlets, but I do kind of like this idea of going to get the combo piece that you need. I mean, that's if you're building a sacrifice commander deck, then that's kind of exactly what you want there, right? You want to go get your combo pieces. So yeah, cool design. I like this one. What do I rate it? So design wise, this card works pretty well, outside of the issue I mentioned with the again, I don't think this should trigger on your opponent's creatures. So, and then it's got some formatting issues. I'll give this one I'm struggling between a 6 or a 7. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. I think the design of this one's pretty good, pretty strong. I mean, it is a mythic, so, it should be strong. But that one issue, though. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I have to go with a 6. I don't know if this is... Okay. I'm struggling with this one. I don't know if this is a 6 or a 7. Let's just... Okay, I'll give you a 7. I'm feeling generous, you know? I'm feeling generous. I'll give you a 7. But I really do think that making these changes I mentioned would be a positive for this card. So ideas there. I love the idea. I think with some modifications here, you're looking at a pretty solid 8 or 9 out of 10 card here. So yeah, that's my review of Rhayne Fungal Sovereign. Thank you guys for watching.